Last time on Lawful Stupid. Darling, you sprint forward and leap into the air, and you grab this spinny gear orb thing, and you hear a ticking. Their focus is just directly on Darling. They fire forth another barrage of temporal bolts.
Yeah, that takes her down.
Leave my sister alone. And that is going to emerge as a healing word to my sister.
Darling, you hear Castiel's voice. Wake up!
To try.
Darling, you are awake and prone. Paulbera, you take your claws and you scratch against its skin, and it's like shards of glass and gems fall from where you attack them. Your attack is extremely effective.
Can I just smush the time ball thingy onto the bracelet, see just what happens? If not, I'm eating it away. I don't want this ball anymore.
As you put the clockwork orb and Castiel together, there is an explosion of green light that fills the room. Darling. You look down, and at your feet there's a marble floor. There's a swirl in it. You look up and you see this marble staircase that just seems to go on forever.
Oh shit, I'm dead.
And the world around you is green. It's a green tint to everything. There's no other color than green. Different shades of green as the world fills your view. And you hear the familiar voice of Cass. And he says, "Well, welcome to my home."
Thanks. Where am I in the bracelet now? Do I have to taste soup?
And you turn around to see
taste soup.
the form of Cass. And Cass is he can only be described as unassuming. Not the tallest of figures, humanoid in shape, has a bushy beard, has glasses. For anybody who's listening, it's essentially Ginge.
Damn, if I'm Ginge and listening to this, you call me unassuming, I'm gonna fight you in real life.
Yeah, go for it. Well, I can't say he's a fucking audiomancer and he's a wizard of audio and he's a badass dude. That's just say he's not gonna work.
Very handsome and kissable and made out of
gets all the
atoms.
smooch rebates. And
describe
so
him as made up of molecules.
You see Cass and you ask, are you gonna have to taste soup? And he says, "You mean get to taste soup?"
Yeah, that.
Well, to be honest, it seems like you're in the bracelet with me.
Well, I guess
it's not so bad.
But what do you mean not so bad? We can't do anything in here.
Well, I'm not alone. Shame. Well, I'm not alone anymore.
That is true.
Patty cake is what I was thinking of.
So, why did you put my crystal against what you guys found?
It made the metronome sound. I thought maybe it was meant to be together.
Well, I think you were right.
Well, thank you.
I remember something.
Oh, what'd you remember?
I remember my family. And he motions behind him, and there's 6 silhouettes behind him. All humanoid nature, and they all look a little different. You can't really tell the details. It's more almost shadow-esque, if anything. But the colors, like, this whole world is green, him, you, but you see a red silhouette. Like a light blue silhouette. Not a light blue, sorry, a white silhouette. A orangish silhouette. A deep blue silhouette. And then almost like a porcelain, it's not white, but it's like a creamy color silhouette. And then you see a black silhouette, like a just pure, it's almost like the absence of light. And around each figure there's like energy flowing, and he says, "That's my family."
Colorful figures.
I don't. The problem is I don't remember everything, but I remember that we were important. Our jobs, our roles, are important.
What are you supposed to do?
I think we were supposed to maintain balance, maintain consistency, maintain fabrics. I'm not sure, honestly. That part's fuzzy. I remember them. I don't remember their names or their faces. But I'm that onyx gem.
Mm-hmm.
He's my family.
Dwayne, do I still have the onyx gem because I'm now in this space? Or no, the onyx gem is in the thing.
It's in the portal, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, we could journey back to the portal and maybe pick up the other looking gems if that's them, for sure. We'll just have to yell at everybody from inside a bracelet to go get them.
And, darling, when you say that, you hadn't noticed it before, but now you hear like a ticking, like a second hand on a clock. Just
each time that goes off, I imagine her ear twitches with it. Just the one.
And he says, I feel like we should get him back. But I honestly don't know how you got here, much less how to get you out.
I'll just throw a tantrum and maybe my brothers will save me. They usually come in for me.
Do you know how to get him in here?
Oh, no idea.
Oh. Huh.
Well, didn't you say this place used to be kind of a nothingness, and now there's a something-is to it?
Yeah. When you smash this together, it's like a world formed. The thing is, I feel like you were supposed to and he starts clutching his chest.
Gonna go run over and see him.
What do you just like approach him?
Yeah, approach him, like come over, like check it out. He's in pain and this is the first time.
Do you put like your hand on his back? Like what are you, how are you like, just walk over, hey, you okay? Like it's important.
No, like hand on his back, like touch him, like just like help him be steady.
Yeah, when you touch him, it feels, it doesn't feel like patting somebody in the back. It's almost like your hand touches smoke almost, but you can feel it. There's resistance. And he like coughs really hard, and he's I don't. Can you hear that? And the ticking noise that you were hearing just a second ago, it's now filling your ears.
Yeah, I hear ticking.
I don't. It's not. How can you even concentrate?
It's not too loud. She's gonna try and cover his ears.
And he looks up and says, "I remember. Darling, you have to be careful." And he looks up at you, and behind the glasses you see into his eyes, and it's just riddled with pain.
It's gonna be okay. I'll be careful. I got this. I take care of everybody else. It's fine. I got this. What do you remember? Or does it hurt to remember? Then stop remembering.
I wish I could, but listen, there's something about the corridors, the world, and the world vanishes. Gus.
Go.
Paul.
Yup.
Darling.
Mm-hmm.
You all find yourselves back in the Grand Magus's keep. Standing at the window. And before you is the Temple of Time. Paul and Gus, you're both talking to Declan and the Grand Magus about going into the temple and finding the artifact. Darling, it is only you who knows that you already did it. And in your pocket, that whirling gear contraption, it's there, but it's different. It's almost jade in nature now instead of metallic. And you look down to see that your gem in your bracelet is gone.
I think she has the gear in one hand and looking at the bracelet, and her ears go flat and back and looks over to the family. It's like, we're about to go in there?
No. Pay attention, dear. We're making a plan on how we get that artifact out so we can put it in a cradle.
I have it.
What?
It shows the jade thing.
Ha! Great job, Sprout!
How'd you do that? I didn't even see you leave.
Another job well done for the Derringers.
We already went in, I think.
No.
No, yes, we did. We did.
I might have hit my head several times over the years, but I don't think so.
Well, we did. Yes.
No, this is for Dwayne. Hey, do I have all my hit points and spell slots and everything back?
Yeah, you are 100% reset.
What about Darling?
No.
I'm just making. I'm not even gonna ask. We're just making assumptions here. Cool.
She's gonna look wretched. She's got like 5 hit points.
Yeah, she's gonna look real fucked up, and they're gonna look ready to fight. They're like, everybody's like fresh, and she looks like she's been through the fucking ringer.
No, we've already gone. We've gone in, and I'm back here.
The Grand Magus approaches you as you're talking. Where did you get that?
In the temple, but it's different. It's I smushed against Cassiel, but Cassiel's not here.
What are you? Who's Cassiel? What are you going on about?
The bracelet. And she's gonna like more protectively hold this little jade thing.
Okay.
We've already gone. We've already faced it. We went through endless corridors and saw memories of the past, and we plot this.
Tell me one thing. How do I know this is a real sister?
What do you mean?
This
What do you mean?
You gotta tell us something only Sprout
only
would
you
know.
would know.
You're both idiots.
No, everybody knows.
Everyone knows that. Declan joins in.
I gotta pass the test to figure out whether or not I'm still me to you guys.
Absolutely. This is very important.
You see the Grand Magus step off to the side, and he's clearly starting to cast magic as you guys are doing your thing.
I don't know. We were about to go into the temple. We just saved Dad out of the weird place with the Grand Magus. Paul grabbed him, and I ran back first because I'm slightly a coward myself.
You guys remember that because that happened, right? Your memories have only been redacted from going inside the Temple of Time, essentially, for lack of a better word.
Got it.
Keep going, darling. I just wanted them to know.
Yeah, you wanted smooch rebates from May because we went through the little time skip door place of wherever the fuck that was.
That adds up. I do want that.
Like her ears go back. I don't know what else you want.
I think that's good.
But, okay, question. So we have the thing we came all the way here to get. You are holding 2 pieces of puzzle solved.
Maybe I assume so. I don't know where Cassiel went, and now I'm about to get in real big trouble.
I'm gonna try and look at Dad. What do we do now?
Looks like a mission solved to me. Good job. Grand Magus. Is she, you know? And you see the Grand Magus kind of stop casting magic, and he says, I can't explain it, but what I do know is it's not an illusion or a trick of... It's not like a change spell. There's some fuckery going around, but I don't quite know what it is, and to be honest, that's a first.
Gus is gonna take his, now that he knows this is his sister for sure, he's gonna take the ladle off his pack and tap it on the ground twice, and a magical cauldron of soup appears. And darling, if you want to drink this soup for the next minute, you can have 20 d6 healing.
Yeah, I guess. What, chug it down?
There's a straw. You can pull out a straw and stick it in.
This is the biggest straw, like a
It's
collapsible.
it's got the bindi at the end.
Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, sure. She'll fucking chug a soup.
So Grand Magus, while you're downing your fucking margarita bowl of soup, puts the cradle of time on the table and says, if that's what we need, then by all means, do the honors.
Oh God. There we go. I tried to roll 20d6, and they're like the metal dice in D&D Beyond. They got stuck in the corner. They couldn't stop rolling. That's 62 points of healing.
Thank you. Appreciated. She looks so much better. Sparkling even. If there's any soup left, she's going to dip the bracelet in it.
Unfortunately, you got the full
soup
effect of that. Because it wasn't... I know I've used soup before for healing spirit, but I actually burnt the 3rd level spell slot to use Aura Vitality and just use the bonus action on you every round for 10 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But out of combat healing is flavored as magical soup.
Oh no, I get it.
Or sometimes in combat healing.
Mm-hmm.
Aura of soup.
Anytime? That's kind of what we came for, right?
This, I don't know. This is something weird happened. I will identify it before you stick it in a cradle.
Yeah, so you cast Identify, and it reeks of chronomancy, and you know that it is the second half of the Cradle of Time, and because it's separated, that's about all you get. Yes, Shane.
Can she tell that it's... I mean, maybe I'm making an assumption here, but can she tell that it's Cassiel?
It feels like Cassiel. Like you feel because you've worn him long enough, it feels like him. But there's no response when you try to communicate with.
Yeah, she even did the whole thing, ear up to it and try to figure it out.
Shake.
Yeah. Shakes.
It's broken now, irreparably.
Mm-hmm. All the gears just rattling.
That's how I do them.
Clink, 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 clink. Okay, yeah, sure.
Get out of there.
Sure, I'll put it in the cradle, but be careful. It might light up with a lot of green magic, and I don't know if time will move again.
So when you say that, you see the Grand Magus put up both his hands, and there's a barrier that forms around him. Go on.
Green magic?
Yes, just...
my only weakness.
She'll put it in again. But please remember this time.
It's a cradle. It's cradle, and you don't. When you put it in, it's not that it fits perfectly. When you put it in, it almost has a resistance to it, and when you like two magnets on polar opposites when you try to put it in, but when you let go, it begins to slowly and freely spin above the cradle, and you know that you have reassembled it. You can feel the magical item, the presence, the presence of the artifact. Paul, because you used your magical sense last time, and you could feel that artifact glow and attraction. It is just overwhelmingly. You can feel that intensity of that's powerful.
I'm thinking about cilantro.
And the Grand Magus lowers your shield. Well, that was a little anticlimactic.
Cassiel, are you in there?
Cassie, show yourself. Come out to us now. Is this how it works?
There's no response.
Is he speaking to you but not me?
No.
Should he be?
Well, sometimes he does.
Does he nap in this bracelet?
You know, he never said if he ever napped, but I imagine he does. I guess I can figure
But
out
you don't
what
think he's napping now?
No. He's remembering stuff, and it was not great before I came back with this. He was hurting an awful lot. He remembered he had a whole bunch of siblings.
I know what that is like.
Celery! That's what I'll add to the cilantro for my stock.
That sounds
Is
great.
this time thing supposed to be taking us back a year from now?
I don't
Is something
know.
supposed to be happening?
Yeah, you can rewind time to 20 minutes, but you can't get me my smoochery bait? What the fuck?
Granagis, what is this? What's happening?
I touched the thing.
How dare you?
Avon, now that the Cradle of Time has been touched, or Darling, now that it has been reformed, you touch the Cradle of Time. Shane, and
Age 50
Devin,
years?
please take your headphones off.
Okay, fine.
Goodbye forever.
Darling, when you touch the Cradle of Time, it's almost like there's this interface that pops up in front of you, like a calendar. And you're able to just put your hand up and move it left and right. But when you try to go past today's date, it doesn't move. But you're able to just slide it, almost like dismissing page after page after page after page. And you're able to go back several months.
Several months? Even what about a year?
Yeah, you're able to just
Keep
a
going?
year. Yep. And you see all the dates on the on this calendar. It's like laid out in this golden hue in front of you.
Well, that is neat. I will do that and then go back, I don't know, 5 minutes from when we put it all together just to see what happens.
All right, so you shuffle, and then you go to today's date, and you press on that date. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you do that, you press on the date, and it's almost like, do you remember, because I don't really know how to verbally describe this, but do you remember as a kid, you could get that little red toy, and you could put the little circles in it, and then you could flick, and it would show you different images when you're, like, doing that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. So you're able to see, like, snippets of time as you're click, as you're, like, flipping through it, and you're seeing, like, different results.
Different results, like...
You are seeing, essentially, instead of, like, selecting, like, a time on a clock, you are seeing the memories, and you're basically seeing them in 1 minute increments as you're flipping. So you go back 5 minutes, right? And so you see 5 minutes right before you put the cradle in or that artifact in the cradle.
Can I tap it? And does it play at, like, me being there, or does it play like me watching a scene?
It's like you're looking at a scene. It's almost like an animation of like a preview. So when you tap it, you hear Cassiel's voice. And that voice says, "Warning. These actions cannot be undone. And these actions may not be repeated."
Okay, well, so is it just... is it like me visiting Cassiel, or is it...
It's Cassiel's voice, but it's almost like a warning.
Alexa?
It's like a system message, if anything.
Well, let's not fuck with that. I guess she'll just go back to their current time.
Yeah, and really what you do is you scroll back to the current time, and through a little bit of fiddling, you're able to like grab the calendar, essentially, and just dismiss it if you want to close it back into the artifact.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to do that, then we'll put their headphones back on.
Yeah.
All right, so you dismiss that interface.
Oh, you got Darling's dead now?
Yeah.
Bust.
Yeah, the trick was that you had to give time to it. So she just, before you, she ages rapidly until she dies.
I thought she was going to be unmade, like she was never born, but
No, different.
She's an old
Darling.
man now, is what it is.
Who's Darling? Sprout? Like bean sprouts? I can make that.
No. I'm still here. Are you just playing with me?
No. Whoa, where'd she go?
No, it's... You touch the thing and it's like a calendar thingy. But it says to be careful. You can't undo things.
Okay.
So like a cryptic warning, Declan says.
Yeah. It's Cassiel speaking.
Declan starts to walk towards it slowly.
So stop him.
We just rewind time, right?
You
Back
could.
and adopt these fucking kids.
What do we... Can I go back in time and leave you where you were found? Did we see like what happened to her when she just interacted with this thing? She's like, all up in here.
You see, you would see
Her eyes roll back in her head and she floats for 5 minutes.
No. You would see her like her hands moving and stuff, but you can't see whatever she's dealing with.
She's just throwing hands the way she's fighting.
Yeah, you can see her moving her hand around and stuff.
Just swiping left and right.
What if we all touch thing at the same time? What happens then?
I'm good.
Declan starts to reach his hand forward. The Grand Magus slaps it. No! Hey.
So do we have the thing we need or not to go back in time? What are we doing with this thing now?
Cradle of time.
Well, it says you can't repeat the actions again.
That makes sense.
So I don't know what would happen if you sent yourself back.
Can't repeat which actions.
She shrugs. It was just a general warning.
But we can go somewhere in time.
The question is, if we rewind time, you see the Grand Magus start to scratch his beard. Are we rewinding it for us? For everyone? Do we take their place? Our places? Lots of questions there.
Well, we weren't here for like a year, so we rewind to like 1 second after we stepped through the door. We're not replacing anybody or interfering with any sort of thing because we're just taking our spot back, right?
Yeah, well, I guess that depends on when you... The Grand Magus, like, sits in one of his chairs.
I don't trust any magic that hasn't been baked for like an appropriate amount of time, and chronomancy tastes awful, so I really don't know what I'm doing with it.
Because if we can't undo stuff or redo things that happened already, it's like it's already set.
Well, again, we wouldn't be redoing anything because we didn't do anything for a year.
Yes, but those two might not be a good idea. And points over to Dad and Magnus.
Only people that were there that weren't there for the missing year, for sure. Or else you'll have to fight the other grand. Actually, that'd be pretty cool. I think you guys know all kinds of flashy spells.
If two Grand Maguses are fighting, I'm going to tell you, there's not going to be much left. Okay?
The whole world would probably explode.
Oh, for sure.
You can't fight in like a pocket dimension? Come on, bro.
No. If I'm gonna fight me, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna be grand about it. And you hear
a grand finale.
Yeah, you hear Declan go, I know this is weird for me to say, but should we sleep on it?
On the rock.
On the rock. That would be uncomfortable. Like hairs and shit.
Darling, you're the smart one of the bunch. You understand what I meant.
Yeah, go take a nap and come back and think on it.
Yes, should we just mull on it? It sounds like... I shouldn't just do what I want to do.
Oh shit, Dad is learning.
No, I wouldn't go that far. All right, we're actually changelings. This is a whole big thing, and it turns out...
No, he just wants to use it by himself. He's going to wait for us to go to sleep.
No, I wouldn't do that. I would do it right in front of you. I've proven myself. I'm not afraid. But I just... If we only get a couple uses out of it, shouldn't we use it? It's like a monkey's paw.
Why are you taking paws from monkeys, Dad?
It's the same reason you take rabbit's foots. And foxtails?
No, I don't approve of that. Rabbits are too cute. I eat rabbits, I'm kidding.
You eat everything.
No, not flutter pups. So I do think, I mean, we can sleep on it, but this is a pretty consequence-free smoochery bait for your boy. So I got my vote, but I'll think about it some.
Oh, you'd have to, if anybody else was involved besides the three of us who were missing for a year, we would have to do our best to avoid ourselves.
Yeah.
The question is, you hear the Grand Magus speak up. Do we all have to touch it at the same time so we all go back? Or just being around it?
Grand Magus, I don't think you can go back. I think if you do, you'll fight yourself and the world will end.
How do we think we bad guys to one another in the past times? I think I would like me.
Yeah, what if I meet myself and now we're at a dynamic duo?
That's worse. Let's not do it.
Yeah, I no.
But pretty sure I saved you guys, right?
Yeah, we're very grateful and stuff.
I don't know. Like, hold on. Maybe I should undo something.
I want the world to exist, homie.
I would be ultimate tag team partner to myself.
But if you didn't save us, then how would you have the time thing in the first place? Because I brought it back.
I don't want to think about that. That hurts.
Quit trying to break the universe, Grand Maggots.
If anyone would do it, it's me.
So what if we don't do anything? Maybe we just don't go back at all.
Well, I don't know about that, because it's a great power.
Like we seem that
like, come on now.
Indecision.
We did, Darling almost died to get this.
Yeah, apparently it was very difficult. So I'm sure I was great, you know what I mean? I'm sure I did a lot of work.
You didn't.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Well, then why am I so hurt? You would have done a bang-up job to, make it all work.
It's probably my fault. I was probably so great. Does Paul touch it?
Yeah, bro. We need to. Train's got to move.
If I see Paul reaching for it, I'm fucking.
Yeah.
Hands-ending him. I'm fucking. We're gonna be saying Derringer on 3.
Okay. I mean, you guys resolve that? What do you want to do?
I'm hand-sending.
I'm not if Paul is touching it, I'm touching it with him. I don't want to touch it. I have agreed to wait, but I'm not getting left behind.
You two touch the Darling, take your headphones off.
Yeah, sure.
You call her Avon when she's a people, and you call her Darling.
Nope. Yeah, I don't know. I don't fucking. You two find yourselves in a hot springs. No, I'm just kidding. No. So you two see before you a calendar appears, and it's like a golden light, and it's almost like an interface, and
the decal,
essentially, and you're able to like touch it and move it and flip it.
Reverse it.
Going back several months. The one weird thing is you notice that if you try to go forward, it doesn't move.
Only backwards.
Only backwards. And you're able to go as far back as you want. Yeah.
Can I go to the day after the day that I know it was that we stepped through the door?
Yeah.
Wait, so what do we when we do this, is there like a vision of something that like we see in that time period, or we just know a day?
So when you're flipping through the months, and when you select a day, like when you touch a day, like you select the day that you're talking about, you then get almost a viewfinder vision. Do you remember the old red toy, the viewfinder vision?
Yes.
Toys?
Yeah, yes.
So you guys were wondering what my weird hands were about? I was describing that. And you almost see those images flashing and they're in 1 minute increments. So you have to go through a lot of them to get to where you're looking for. But when you get to that moment, you kind of see like an animation there. So once you
it's
see
gonna be all on fire and shit.
Yep. So when you see the animation, do you then like touch that memory?
I don't.
Okay.
First of all, Paul, real bonehead. We stranded our sister in a year different than us. So.
Yes, it seems no one was doing it.
That wasn't cool.
You note that the Paul Barrow is like pulling back on the calendar even way further than the year.
No, Paul, you can't change things, so it doesn't do you any good to go back further.
No,
okay, how far back do you go?
I want to go back 7 years, 4 months.
Yeah, you do that.
2 days.
You do that.
It is when my wife is dying, and I want to see my son before we know that he dies.
Yeah, and you are able to pull that memory up, and Gus, you're able to see this as well.
And is it like a you said, so it's not like on a hard surface? Because I almost feel like I would reach out to like when I see my son walking.
No, think of it like it's like a touch screen. It's not a touch screen. It's ethereal, but you touch it to move it. Think like AR. Essentially, it's just magical that you can move. Like you touch it, it moves. So when
like
you
when Tony Stark designed,
yes, perfect. And so when you hit that memory and you go to touch the memory, because think of it like a GIF. It's playing the first few seconds of that minute.
Just okay.
It's looping. Yeah. Do you go to touch it?
Do I see my son like running?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
So when you go to touch it, you hear Cass's voice. And it says, "Warning. Actions cannot be undone. Actions cannot be reversed."
Bonus actions, though.
Yeah, you can have those.
That's a joke. That's a joke. Sorry.
Do you wish to continue?
And is everyone hearing this out loud? Am I hearing this out loud, or is it just like in my head?
Gus hears it too.
I'm gonna look back.
You hear
and
the cryptic message.
I'm gonna look back and go.
I do not wish to continue. That is not a place that I want. Is it a place that you want to go?
If you had told me that I could come to a time temple that would let me go back potentially, no matter what the circumstances, and then you tell my son, my wife, that I could not go back, I did not even try. What does that say about me? So yes, I do want to go back.
And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Okay. Everybody?
Oh,
Avon.
I'm summoning Avon back in.
Summoning Avon.
I forgot.
Welcome back, Avon. And that's where we're going to end this episode.
Perfect.
Shainsaw.
Yo,
Do your thing,
let
man.
me talk to you about Red real quick. It takes more than medication to NAs. It takes all kinds of conscious, concerted effort, and these folks are putting all the pieces together to make that happen. They are worth our dollars and yours, and we'll be rolling for them today. I rolled a 10.
10!
$10 heading Red's way. We hope that you'll join us.
I love it. I love it. I love it. 10, and that's red. Alright. Cool. And we move on to the next part. And let's see. Alright. So, how did the Warlock win the talent show?
You sponsored. I don't know. What is he?
They charmed the judges with an eldritch performance.
Hilarious.
Kind of dumb.
Just a little bit.
What I got? Shane.
What? Oh, well.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Avon,
well.
go. You're ready.
Yeah, sure.
Do it.
What do you call a pile of cats?
Oh shoot! Hold on. I used to know this one.
Oh, I know this one. Yeah, hold on. Wait, hold on.
Dadgum, it makes me so mad.
I was... never mind. Go on.
No, go ahead. I'm gonna kick myself.
I had a dirty joke. I realized it.
Meowton.
Meowton is funny.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
you know, maybe I haven't heard that. But that's really cute. I hate cats, but I love
I've
that.
heard that one before. Same. Devin.
Hey, what's the most...
Oh, Shane. I'm
Dude.
fuck me, man.
Someone is off tonight, and it ain't me.
Is it me?
No.
I'm not saying anything now
Okay,
until I'm called upon.
Shane. I will go.
Okay, excellent.
What do you call a hippie's wife?
Herpes.
Sarah.
That's all right.
I have no idea.
Mississippi.
No.
Oh, that's compliments of my real son Atlas today. I don't already got that, but
I like that. I like that one. That's
That was
good.
really good. So, Atlas has a kid, it sounds like, because he's killing it in dad jokes.
he is. Oh shoot! I gotta go, guys. I gotta check some stuff.
Grandpa Devin.
Grandma Gramps.
Grandpa Devin.
Gotta get grandpa jokes.
Shane. It's your turn.
Oh, yes. Oh, okay. Then I've been called upon and I will speak.
Yes, sir. Yes, your turn.
What's the most terrifying word in nuclear physics?
Nuclear physics.
An alarm sound? I don't know, man. I'm not on my game.
That's a sound, not a.
The most terrifying word in nuclear physics is... Whoops.
Oops.
That's really good. You can do that with a lot of different things. So I like that one.
Yeah. You can nail it pretty much wherever you go.
What's the most terrifying words in a nuclear bunker? Whoops.
Didn't seal your doors.
Oh. Well, listen. We've all had fun here today. As we always say.
What's black and white and red all over?
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.
I love you. Bye.
Bye.